Happy Veterans Day. Today joining us in the studio, we have a local nonprofit from Flint working to empower veterans and their families. Say hello to founder George Grundy II. Thanks for being here.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, George, thank you for your service and happy Veterans Day.
You were worth it.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit about Veterans of Now, or VON, and the work you guys do.
Well, VON was created or established in 2015. It was after my time in service in the Marine Corps. And it was to help fill in some of the gaps that I fell through and others that I know fell through trying to transition from the military. So since then, we've helped hundreds of veterans on their path of transition of many different ways.
So George, you served in the Marines. You were telling me, how did that influence the work you're doing now?
It was a very strong impact and influence on it because it's the transition of Marine Corps, or transition of veteran service is the biggest piece of it. Transitioning is, imagine being a NASCAR driver and you're doing 400 laps and you're good at your job and you get the party and everything, but afterwards you get the keys to the worst vehicle and you have to blast the loudest music that you don't like. And now you're in this world that you don't know how to navigate. So we kind of help people get through that.
Is there anything coming up with VON that you'd like people to know about or be aware of?
Well, there's some very significant things coming up with VON. So next year, 2025, will be VON's 10th year that we've been in existence. And also we have a motorcade that we do, and it'll be the 5th annual motorcade. So we just had ours this year on the November 2nd. And also the Marine Corps birthday. It'll be 250 years, so it'll be my birthday. So we plan on having a huge celebration from November 1st to the next couple weekends after that. Plus also we have this initiative called Feed the Need, which we go to different organizations and locations and feed veterans and their families and link them up with resources that are available in the community. Also, we have a large initiative that we're working on with hoping to increase the impact of government contracting with veterans, you know, because why wouldn't you want to have the people that want to make sure that the infrastructure is strong be a part of the government process to make sure that it stays strong.
And I want to go back to what you were saying earlier about transitioning back into normal life when you get out of the military. What would you say to those who are getting out of the military right now? Today's Veterans Day, just any words of advice for them when it comes back to reuniting with their families and looking for those next steps?
One of the things I would say is that everybody's not going to understand your transition. They know you as they knew you, but the experiences that you have and gone through, they're not going to understand those things. So you have to keep in touch with different organizations and people and friends that you know understand you. And if you don't have any people directly, get involved with your local DAV or VFW or any American Legion or Veterans of Now, and get attached to folks that want to see you succeed and be a part of your success, and the camaraderie to keep your morale up. And that's one of the biggest connections of transition, I believe.
Definitely. Well, George, thank you again so much for being here. And as always, thank you for your service. To all those who have served our country, we salute you and thank you for your service. If you have any ideas on what you'd like to see on our show, send them to us at WNEM-4pmnews@WNEM.com. Just use the subject line 4 p.m. News Spotlight.